Hey, my little angels, how are you all? Thank you for coming by so I can share some of my Irish trip with you. I'm so excited. And you guys have been so great and so kind in your comments about my vlogs, I guess they are. I've been trying to keep them in ASMR style. So today I'm going to try. I've been collecting compacts on my trip. So this one is the Tree of Life. I have two others, but right now they're propping up the camera. But this is remember I told you I got the necklace at the vintage shop and it was made by a local artist? Here it is. So what happens is she takes all of her leftover paint and she pours it in to make a design, and then she puts the resin over it. So other people may have an owl, but nobody has the same owl I do. And I just think that's beautiful. And I love it. And I love the colors. So yeah, I can't wait. So for those of you that are new, thank you. Thank you for coming by. I hope you've been watching the other videos, or you will, about our trip to Ireland. I'm originally Canadian. I am Canadian. But this is our first trip to Europe. So I've been taking you all along with me. So please give it a thumbs up, or you could share it. Sharing is caring. If you silently watch videos, that's okay. I'm happy for the company. But if you're comfortable commenting, bring the comments. We love the comments on this channel. I love watching you all interact with each other. I love seeing the friendships that form. I love interacting with you guys. I love to know what you're thinking and feeling, your ideas, your suggestions, your questions, maybe some gentle critiques, but let's face it, I don't like that. But anyways, I love all of it. And when we connect like that, we take this great big world and go and make it smaller. And that is such a good thing, you guys. And please hit that subscribe button below. I'd appreciate it. And hello to all my returning little angels. Mwah, mwah. You guys mean the world to me, and I am so happy that you guys are enjoying this, because I really wasn't sure. And the video that I'm going to release at the end of the trip, probably on Sunday, because I've just been taking little snippets of the trip, little snippets, and putting them together in iMovies, so that on Sunday, after I have the rest done, I can just release one big video. But some of it will not be ASMR, because today we went to a pub for an Irish folk music, and I recorded some of it for you, especially Danny Boy. So that part won't be ASMR for sure. But this way, I'm taking you right from the beginning through some of the highlights. And what I didn't put in, you guys can watch the videos and I fill in the blanks. So guys, thank you for always being here. And please make sure you're still subscribed too. So today has been a blur. I'm exhausted. I'm not going to even pretend I'm not. So we woke up. This morning was a 7:30 or 7:15. Today was 7:15 wake up. Not wake up. We had to be downstairs with our suitcases out at 7:15, which was fine. We set the alarm, but both of us, although last night was a hard night, I kept waking up, but I was able to go right back. But every hour it seemed like I'd wake up, look around, and go back to sleep. The beds are so comfortable. But last night was our second night that we were in Killarney. And out of all the hotel rooms, that was the tiniest hotel room I've ever been. It was almost claustrophobic, okay? But the bed was very comfortable. Tonight's room that we're only in for one night is gorgeous. I will take you on a little tour. So anyways, we got downstairs for breakfast. And because my stomach's been acting up, I ordered the vegetarian breakfast with no baked beans. And Uncle Angel was annoyed because he could have had the baked beans. He's had enough baked beans and bacon and sausage for this trip. He's not getting more. I have to sleep with him. So it was fine. So I got mushrooms, which I love mushrooms. I had grilled tomatoes, which are so good. And spinach. I love spinach. And it came with some fried potatoes, but I gave those to Uncle Angel. And toast. So that was great. And then off we went to the bus. And we ended up... So what's happening on our bus, on our coach bus, is so that not everybody's at the front of the bus or gets the best seats or on the good side or anything. So every day we kind of move back 4. So today, Aunt Kathy and Baby Angel were supposed to be in the very back row, and Uncle Angel and I were supposed to be across from them diagonally. And you have to go on a step up to get to the back row, but it meant having an empty seat because it's a 3-seater. So we swapped. We get on the bus first, we swapped them out, so we get the back. Karma got even with me, guys, because that little step I told you about, I tripped over it every single time I had to get back on the bus because we're on and off the bus a lot. So I tripped over it. We got in our seats and we went to Blarney Castle. And I took some good pictures. I took a few videos so you guys could see Blarney Castle. I had absolutely no intentions of going up the 120 steps. And they're pie-shaped no, I couldn't do it. But Uncle Angel and Baby Angel did. Aunt Kathy's 73, so she's like, I've done it once, I don't want to do it. I said, no problem. So we went to the woolen factory, the wool mill there, just to look around. And I've already bought the cardigan, so I didn't need to get, anything. And I did end up getting a short-sleeved, super lightweight, beautiful pale blue cardigan that you can wear buttoned up as a sweater or open as a cardigan. And it was super, like, the price was amazing. It was on clearance. And then we found this beautiful, I'm still kicking myself, beautiful pale lilac argyle sweater. And you touched it, it was like air. It was on for 20 bucks, 20 euros. I'm like, this was regularly like 100 and something because it had a big old hole in the shoulder. And I looked at it to see if maybe I could repair it. I couldn't. So I thought, okay, let it go. While I'm on the bus leaving there, I'm like, I could have put an applique over it. It was right up at the shoulder. I could have done any kind of applique and put it there. Oh, well, next person will get it, I'm sure. And then, so we went around that woolen mill, and there was so much to see, and you got to see the knitting machines in action and how things are put together, and I found that fascinating as a knitter. And then we went to a pub for lunch, and Uncle Angel and Baby Angel joined us. They were hungry, and when they're hungry, they're hangry. So they weren't pleasant until we got food into them, and then things got better. So then we went and met the bus and got on the bus, and then we were driving from Blarney Castle to, where are we? Oh, Waterford. But we had to make some, there was a traffic jam just due to road work. That's what they call construction. And we were stopped dead for well over an hour. And there was an excursion for an Irish folk fair in a pub. So we're like, I think we're gonna miss out on it. So after we got through the traffic jam, Liam, who is incredible, he's the best guide for Trafalgar and Brennan Vacations, just amazing. And Steve is the best driver. Liam said we deserved a treat. So we stopped at the gas station petrol station, sorry, and everybody was allowed to get a treat, whether it was an ice cream or a coffee or a tea I ended up finding pink lemonade 7-Up Zero, quite good. Needed gin, but quite good. And what do I see right in front of me? I went all the way to Ireland to get Dunkin' Donuts, guys. They had Dunkin' Donuts. What the hell? I'm like, we don't have that in Canada, for those that are wondering. So it was a pack of 2 Boston cream donuts. So we just kind of shared them amongst the 3 of us. Baby Angel in the Marks and Spencer section, the M&S, found gluten-free hot cross buns. So she and Uncle Angel shared those too. So they were thrilled with that. And Uncle Angel had his coffee. So we had to get back on the bus, and they had told us no hot drinks on the bus. So Uncle Angel said, here, hold this to Baby Angel. And he was helping gather up some things and helping Aunt Kathy up. Baby Angel goes, okay, and threw his coffee out because she thought that's what he wanted her to do. So I haven't heard the end of the fact that she threw out his coffee, and she never will. So there was that. But the scenery on this trip, and I told you guys before, I'm not a scenery person, but I am in Ireland. It's just so beautiful and lush, and that's why the dairy is so good. Somebody was telling me that on the bus, that because the vegetation is so lush and plentiful, the cattle have the most amazing grazing experience. So you end up with this amazing dairy. And last night, we went to Murphy's for ice cream, and I love it. It's an ice cream parlor, and they encourage you to sample. I mean, encouraged. And I think we sampled all of the different kinds, but it's great different kinds. There's brown bread. There's sea salt. There's dingle gin. There was butterscotch that Baby Angel said tasted just like toffee. I had the sea salt and the dingle gin, but I did try the brown bread, and it was really good too. It was a hard choice, and I just got a small, and it was delicious. It was delicious. And we've been giving out our Canada pins. So the girl was so nice. We ended up talking to her for a bit. So she got a pin. But that's why the dairy is so good. And we saw so many cows today. Yesterday was more sheep. Today was more cows. So once we got back on the road, they said we would have time to do our folk fair. So we go to this pub. And like I said, you guys will see it on the video that I release at the end of the trip. And it's exactly the kind of pub I wanted to go to. You know, you go in, it's a little bit dark, and you've got the rafters, the wooden rafters at the top. And we all were able to get a drink. And I said to them, ma'am, I ordered what I always order. Could I please get an amaretto sour extra sweet? He goes, not here, you can't. I said, okay. So I ended up getting, because everybody else was ordering gin and tonic. I'm not a fan. So I said, could I have a gin and 7-Up? And he's like, sure. And Uncle Angel's looking at me. I go, oh, what's the difference between a gin and 7-Up and a gin and tonic? Except the 7-Up tastes good. It was delicious. And it comes in like this big, almost like a fishbowl hurricane glass. So Uncle Angel tried it. Guess what Uncle Angel's now drinking? That's right, 7-Up and gin. And plus it was nice gin too. And then 2 musicians came out. And they were incredible. And they sang songs. They played the Irish drum, which you'll see. They played the accordion. And they told stories, which was great. They were funny. They took turns singing. They sang together. One was playing the guitar as well. Multi-talented. It was so good. And one of the last songs was Danny Boy, and I recorded that for you guys. And then they did a couple lively songs at the end too, just so we just all left in such a good mood, you know. And then we got back to the hotel at 6:30, and we had to be downstairs at 7 for dinner. The dinner was included, so it was good because we had time to find our room, get in here, put our suitcases down, change our clothes, just so that I'm wearing my nice green blouse. And then we went downstairs for dinner, and it was a fixed menu. So I think there was 3 apps, which were vegetable soup, cream of vegetable soup, melon slices with strawberry coulis, which I've had already, and I ordered that again. And the third option was an apple salad with blood pudding, which is sausage. Baby Angel had the apple salad without, so that it was gluten-free. All 3 of us had the melon. And then for the main, there was a fish course. I think it was a mackerel. There was a vegetarian option, but you had to ask for what it was. And then it was a pork roast with potatoes and veg. So we all got the pork, all of us. I thought it was delicious. The only thing I find weird, and it's been at every hotel we've been at, guys, the knives are never sharp. It's always a butter knife, and they're not very sharp. So some of it's a little hard to cut, but big deal, right? It worked. We ate them. And then dessert was Baby Angel got vanilla ice cream, and we had a piece of carrot cake or a brown piece of carrot cake and a small piece of chocolate cake and a little scoop of ice cream. I really like this little bit so you can try everything. Now, Uncle Angel and Baby Angel are out walking off dinner, and Kathy's gone to the room to rest, and I came up here to film. I just didn't feel like walking. I'm so tired, guys, and my feet are so swollen from sitting on the bus, and because of course I'm short, my feet don't touch the ground. But I've been putting like my bags and stuff under, and tomorrow, although I am going downstairs because I really want to try a baby Guinness, but we might have it upstairs. Tomorrow is a 7:15 downstairs for breakfast. Have your suitcases out the door because we're only here for one night. Now, Baby Angel and Aunt Kathy are going to the History of Waterford. It's a walking tour. We didn't want to go. So they're getting picked up at 8:30. We're getting picked up at 9. Then we're going to the Waterford factory and, little shopping excursion. This is the one Uncle Angel's been waiting for. Although he doesn't know it. When we were at Blarney Castle and they were doing their steps, I found this whiskey glass, but it's shaped almost like a jigger. Do you guys know what those are? When it's like this, and 1 ounce and 2 ounce, 1 shot, 2 shot. It's shaped like that, but it's a liquor glass, and it has the Blarney Castle etched in, and it was nowhere near the prices I have seen on Waterford's website. So I thought, just in case he decides he's not going to get a glass, I want him to have something from the trip. So I got him that. And then, so we're going to the Waterford factory. The only thing I have in mind that I'm looking for is Christmas ornaments. And crosses. I looked at their website, and I love the crystal crosses that stand. And they have a very plain one and a more ornate one for a reasonable price. So I thought I'll get them both. One I'll keep and one will be the shower gift. And I think that'll be good. And then after that, we're back on the bus. And I think we're going through Kilkenny. I could be wrong. Do not quote me. And then we're going to tour a famine ship. It's part of history, and you have to know your history, because what do they say? Those that don't remember their history are doomed to repeat it. So definitely want to learn about history. it breaks my heart to think about it, you know. And then we're going back on the bus and coming to Dublin. I think we're staying near the Dublin airport. I'll have to check in for our flight home. I'll probably do that on the bus even tomorrow. And then after we do that, then there's a dinner again at 7 o'clock. It's a farewell dinner. So I thought maybe I have a nice blouse and I'm gonna wear that and a little bit dressy. And then we'll make sure everything is packed except for the whatever's going in the carry-on. I will, as soon as I put my makeup on, that'll go into the suitcase. I really use a light carry-on when I'm coming home. Everything goes in the suitcase except my meds, basically, and my Kindle. I haven't read a single page, guys. And I haven't found a Maeve Binchy novel. That one's bugging me. But I'm hoping, maybe at the airport. And then the coach will pick us up in 3 groups. Because everybody's leaving at different times and going to different places. So I think our flight's early, but not too early. So hopefully we'll, you know what, we'll sleep in on Sunday. Actually, we will, because, yeah. Candy's at the spa, so until Sunday afternoon. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, we can sleep in. And I can get the video ready for you guys. So that's our day. Are you guys as exhausted as me? But let me give you a tour of the hotel room. So again, we got another one where it's a double bed and a small single bed. There it is. But that's where we put our suitcases. And the view isn't very good. It's just another building on the other side. But we're directly across from a church. I like that artwork. I love any pictures of by the water. I'm a water baby. I love that. And then this is the area. There's the TV. Haven't turned the TV on in a week. But I like this area too for getting ready. And then there's a little table and chairs over there, where if you order in room service or something. And then that's where you can put your suitcase. And then a little coffee bar, which is nice, you know. What's under here? I don't know. Okay, so there's just like a little, this is the first hotel that has had like, good, what do you call it? Really good storage. And here's Uncle Angel, and he brought me the baby Guinness. So here's the bathroom. I've heard so much about this bathroom. It's I love that sink. And the shower. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that shower head. Oh, and there's a shower massager thing. Oh, I love those. Body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. Ooh, I'm living the good life tonight. Okay, you guys, I love you. I value you. I honor you. I pray for each of you. And I'm so very glad that each and every one of you was born.